The Ballad of Wallis Island is a sweet and endearing little film about an eccentric lottery winner who tries to get his favorite folk band back together again by getting them to perform at a private show. And by private, I mean really private, as in only one person is going to be in attendance private, which is something that the folk singers don't realize until they're already on the island. This results in some fun and entertaining shenanigans, especially as old tensions resurface between the two artists. Tom Baston stars as a folk singer named Herb Maguire, who basically acts as the film's main character. And even though I'm not familiar with Baston's past work, he does a really solid job of leading this film. Sure, his character arc may be a bit predictable, but the situation he finds himself in is also a uniquely funny one. So I really enjoyed watching Basden's performance here. I also enjoyed Carey Mulligan's portrayal of Nell Mortimer, since Mulligan is great in whatever she appears in. Seriously, she should be in more things. But she stars as Herb's former musical and romantic partner here, and her dynamic with him did allow for some interesting drama, especially since the two characters took very different directions following the band's breakup. Maguire sold out to become a pop star, while Mortimer quit the game to sell homemade chutney at farmers markets. So neither one of them has found the success that they think they deserve, hence why they both took this quirky job in the first place. But, of course, Tim Key is the real heart of this movie. He stars as an eccentric man named Charles Heath, who became a multimillionaire by winning the lottery twice. That's right, twice. I can't even imagine winning the lotto once, let alone twice. But since his wife died over 5 years ago, Charles is using his money to put together the gig of his dreams, an intimate performance by Maguire and Mortimer just for him. That's an admittedly interesting dream for somebody to have, but it comes across as more wholesome than creepy, thanks to Charles's adorably quirky character. His personality is delightfully charming, though that is a statement that Maguire may take some issue with. Of course, Charles spends more time with Maguire than he does with Mortimer, so it makes sense as to why Herb is more easily annoyed with the guy. That being said, their characters do have an entertaining dynamic, and that's thanks to the wonderful chemistry that the two actors share with one another. Herb and Charles have a fascinating bromance, one that helps make the movie feel like an adorable little comedy. But the humor is grounded in the more humanistic story being told. Plus, the movie features some pretty good music too. Folk music isn't my usual cup of tea, but I did enjoy the original folk tunes that were being sung here. So, the music is good, the performances are great, the characters are memorable, and the story is engaging, but the direction is also quite strong, and the cinematography is absolutely beautiful. In other words, this is a damn good movie. And even though I watched the film on my own, I think The Ballad of Wallis Island is an incredibly solid crowd pleaser. One that I would love to add to my personal digital collection, so it would definitely get a recommendation from me. But be sure to let me know what you thought about The Ballad of Wallis Island, and as always, thanks for watching.